back to my channel. So today I'm going to carry on with my ranking series. Not that any of you really cared for the last video. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit hurt, but I did post it on Sunday and I just don't think anyone cared. My YouTube analytics said that people watch me on Sunday, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna post on Sunday, and then it bombs. So maybe you guys just don't care about this series, and that's absolutely fine, but I'm committed now. I'm going to do every single video. I'm not doing any particular order, so today we're gonna do concealers because I have them in front of me, I'm ready to film, and so we are doing concealers. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I have decided for the next few weeks that I'm gonna be sending out little videos on my YouTube channel and ranking all the makeup in my collection by category. So I've already done lipsticks, which went out on Sunday. So if you did not catch that, please go check out that video and help me support my channel because barely any of you liked that video. But today I'm gonna do primers. I will have, lip tints, I will have eyeshadow, I will have blush, I will have bronzers, highlighters, foundations, everything else coming out in its own separate order, separate videos over the course of the next few weeks. So if it does interest you, then stay tuned. But yeah, we are going to go through all of my concealers and vote them. And I think I have a good order. I don't, this might change, depending on the time of year, this might change. During the winter time, as in now, I tend to have quite dry skin, lots of fine lines under my eyes, and it becomes a lot more prominent during the winter as opposed to the summer. I feel like I can get away with thicker concealer in the summer because for some reason my skin just absorbs all of that. But right now I'm a little dry and it's just not working out for me. So we are gonna go through the order that I feel like is worst to best for me. And yeah, we'll just go from there. So the first one is actually this one. I actually have it on today and I just don't think it works for me. So this is from The Same and it is their pot concealer. It's called the Cover Perfection. And you know what? It's fine if you're looking for a potted concealer, but for me personally, I find it just a little too thick. It's not moisturizing enough. Maybe I could get away with using it in the summertime, but then in the summertime, I'm not going to be this shade. It's not going to really work for me. And I like to put concealer under my eyes, and I feel like this is just not light enough for that purpose. So in general, it's the wrong shade, it's the wrong consistency, wrong formula, and it probably won't last in my collection. Next up, we have the ABH. This could be last, but I think it's a little creamier than the Cover Perfection one. So this one is the Magic Touch Concealer, and I would love to be able to try to finish this year. I really, really don't enjoy it. It really makes my under eyes look bad, whether it be winter or summer. So I know that there's something wrong with this product because, there's obviously nothing wrong with me. So I know it's this product. It just doesn't work for me, unfortunately. If I use concealer like all over the face, I think it would be absolutely fine. It's pretty thick, but for my purpose and my thin, wrinkly under eyes, I just don't think it's going to work out. Next, I have the NYX. This is the Pro Fix Stick. I got this because of all the hype. And it's nice. It's much creamier than I expected it to be, but still having said that, I've used kind of a little bit, not too much. It's very, very creamy. You don't get a lot of product in here. And so I think it would be an easy one to try and finish, but I think it has the same issues as that I have with the Cover Perfection. Even though this is a lot creamier than the Cover Perfection, it's still not creamy enough and not moisturizing enough for my under eyes. And I did get like a light shade that would work under my eyes. And this doesn't really work across my face because it's a little too light. So, my fault. It's not something that I think I'll declutter because I think it would be easy to get rid of. But it's just like, in terms of concealers, it's not something that I would buy again. All right, then we have this one from Glam Shop. I wasn't sure where to rank this. I could have probably ranked it a little bit lower. It's just a little thick. So this is their high coverage concealer in the shade 2. And the shade is fine, like in terms of the color, it is absolutely fine. I do enjoy how it brightens my under eyes, but it is very high coverage. It is really, really thick. So I think the problem I have with this is the same thing I have with everything else. It's just too thick for my thin under eyes. I think if I were 10 years younger, this would be absolutely fine, no issues. but sadly, I don't think high coverage concealer works for me. So as much as I have used this and enjoyed it, I've only had it for like a month and a half. I just know not to buy it again. And if I'm going to buy another concealer from Glam Shop, I have to just make sure it's not high coverage. I didn't realize that this was high coverage. Okay, and then we have this one, NYX Bear With Me. Are you guys surprised? I always say I hate this one. I think I say I hate it because in comparison to the hype it has, I'm like, I don't love that, where I see everybody loving this concealer, but comparing it to these other ones I've just spoken about is actually not that bad. It's not that bad. I think if I had a lighter shade, I might even enjoy it a little bit more. This is very much my color, like my skin tone, and I think it's probably not good for what I need it to be, which is a brightening concealer, but the consistency is okay. I have the shade Vanilla. I do like that it's more of a serum-y based concealer, but at the same time, I still think it's a little thick for what I enjoy. So it's okay. It's kind of in the middle. So, you know, it's not worst. And then I've got the e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer. I, back in the day, had the original camo concealer, and that is like cement. So anyone who's not looking for a dry concealer, do not get that one. I mean, the high coverage is amazing, but it was just so dry, so dry. So I got the hydrating one. This is actually the second time that I've had this. This is almost done. This is the second one that I've had, and pretty much almost finished this one. I think it's fine. I think it's a good staple to have in my collection. It's not my favorite concealer, and there are issues with it. I do still find it a little thick, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know if I will buy it again, even though I just said it's a good staple. It's not my favorite, because I do have a favorite. Like, my favorite is actually my favorite. And honestly, I have another favorite that's not in my collection at all, and it is the Catrice True Skin. I love that concealer. I've been trying to find my shade because I had the shade Cool Cashmere, which was just perfect for my skin tone, but not bright enough for my under eyes. And I've been waiting for a lighter tone to come out near me. So I just want to buy it in store. I don't want to have to order it online, but they're always sold out. Oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed. But anyway, that is definitely like my favorite. If I had that in my collection, that would be like at the top. So just so you know. Anyway, from what I have in my collection, this is fine. It's number 4. It's fine. Not everyone's gonna enjoy it, but it is definitely more hydrating than the camo. But if you're looking for a hydrating concealer, I don't think this is the best one. Okay, and then I kind of like my Wet n Wild. It's getting really dry now. I've had to take the stopper out, so this one's almost done, but this is the Photo Focus concealer, and I don't know if you can still get this one anymore, but this one I really enjoy. The consistency is, again, a little thick, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like thick concealers anymore. I don't think I can handle them, but it's better than some of the other ones that I've spoken about, and I can get away with it. So this one is fine. I'm gonna rank it here. All right, then I have my Revlon Candid. I kind of enjoy this. I don't feel like people talk about this enough. I know people use this potentially more as like an eyeshadow primer and whatnot, but this is a decent concealer. I enjoy it. I like the applicator too. It has a little bit of a different type of wand. It's a little bent. And you know what? I feel like this is another staple where if you have this in your collection, you're good to go, you're fine. I've had this for a while, honestly, have no issues with this one. It's actually quite hydrating in my opinion. I have the shade 10 and I kind of like it. Shade 10 is this vanilla. So I tend to go for like the vanilla, which is not usually the lightest, but sometimes in some brands it is the lightest. But I do like a very light brightening one, but I don't think this is that light because I can get away with it dotting it around my face as well, but I like it. And then my favorite is the Nabla. This is the close-up concealer, and I really, really enjoy this. This is probably an old one. So this one I've got light ivory, and this is beautiful. I really, really enjoy it. This one, again, can sometimes look a little thick. I'm not gonna lie. So I have to be careful not to put too much under my eyes, but when I do the right amount, it always looks beautiful. I really, really enjoy this one. So this one is definitely my favorite in my collection. But the Catrice True Skin, honestly, I think is my favorite that I've ever tried. And I've just been waiting to buy it again. And I really want to try the foundation of the True Skin. But again, I don't know what shade to get, so I'm kind of waiting, but it's always in a basket. I'm always shopping online and leaving my basket on. And I have a lot of baskets open with those two products. So they're definitely products that I'm going to buy again at the point that I kind of need them. But as you can see, I have 9 concealers, quite a lot to get through. Definitely some I'm working on, like I'm working on this one in my project pan. This one is almost done. The Wet n Wild, I took the stopper out, almost done. And honestly, my Candid is almost done too. So there, right there is 4, and then I'll have 5 left. And then I really want to finish the ABH this year as well. So I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to want to buy concealer. I'm just not there yet. Anyway, that is the second edition of ranking all of my makeup. So if you enjoyed the video, thank you so much. Like and subscribe and all of that. And I will see you all next time. Bye.